Okay, this tutorial is how to enter and pay bills in QuickBooks Online. I'm not going to show how to create a new vendor. In this tutorial, we will create two new bills for San Rafael High School, and then we'll pay that bill with one manual check. Okay, so to do that, please log into the company, and in the home page, or actually on any page, we will click on the plus sign, which is in the top menu bar. And from there, we select bill. So in this window, you can either choose the vendor, which I'm going to do, or if that vendor does not exist, we could create a new. But please always search for the vendor first so we don't have a duplicate vendors. So you just start typing, and I'll type San Rafael. And it gives me everything that contains that text. So I'm going to select San Rafael High School. So this is my window for entering the invoice information. So I don't really care about the due date because we usually pay it as we receive, but do enter the date of the bill was created. So for my purpose, I'll just select it today so that I can test it. Bill number, usually invoice number, and if it's not there, then just put today's date or something like that. And then important part is the item or service. Since it's for the music, we have several options here, and I'm concerned on with two. Any expense most likely will be you can just simply put on the music services. If it's a vendor who I need to track for for 1099 miscellaneous reporting, there is another item created, which is 1099 miscellaneous. So those are the two. You can of course create new, but I just recommend just put everything under music services unless it needs 1099 reporting. And then of course put the description of the service as much as you can. It will help us to, when we practice and review, make sure it's correctly entered into appropriate accounts, and by having many comments I could determine if it was entered correctly or not. And then of course the amount. And another important part is the class. You should book everything under music. And then of course you can add some memos, whatever is provided on the invoice. And then we'll just simply save and create new, because like I said, I'm gonna do two invoices. Then we again choose the vendor. This time I'll do test. And let's do $50. And save and close. So now we have two invoices entered. And we can close this window. And now we're gonna go and pay them. So we click on the menu, plus sign, and we can click Pay Bills. From this menu, there's things you need to look for. Make sure that payment account is selected correctly. It should be music bank account. Then you should put the payment date is the date that you actually write in a check. Then make sure you unselect this print letter option because you are not gonna print a check from the QuickBooks. So, and then here you should type the check number you're actually writing. So whatever would be your check. And then you just click two bills that you're paying. You can have different amounts you're paying, but I don't think it's for this purpose. I think you'll be mostly paying full amount, and it tells you how much your check will be for. And then once you save and close those two bills will be paid with the check number 517. And that's about it. That completes the tutorial.